Hi buddy, welcome back to Sid's Modded Life, Season 2, Episode 110 with me, Sid. And last episode we went to the asteroids. Now, I am back on Earth. We're going to head back out to the asteroids. But before we do that, let me just have a look. I just want to have a quick peek at Galactic. That would help if I had an app, wouldn't it? My keyboard is not responding correctly. I'll have to check that. Something's changed. So, Astro Miner base, that's probably something we don't really need a lot of. We probably don't want a lot of that right now, so we could reprocess that back. So, we've got a whole load of bits and pieces. Telemetry units, hydraulic platforms, cryogenic chambers I'll keep. Heavy duty shovels. I'm sorry, I'll keep going back to that rather tired old joke. Frequency modules, I'm going to get rid of those. Actually no, we'll keep those. Tier 1 rocket, spare NASA workbench, all sorts of good bits and pieces, seal and aluminium, and other stuff. And all of this is largely superfluous to us. So, in theory, we should be able to process all of that through this unit, and it will strip them down and break them back into their constituent components, which should be at least at the very thing of some iron plate. Maybe that will do some stuff. Now, one of the things I'm kind of conscious of is I'm doing all this space stuff, and I'm doing it with a pickaxe and a bow. So I had a little look, and Galacticraft has a laser. Oops, if I can find it. Not a laserer. A laser. It's made of compressed titanium, compressed dash. Let's have a look at compress, see what we've got. Compressed dash, couple of those. Compressed titanium we don't have. But if we have a look at the laser again, we also need a laser core, which is that. And okay, it needs some compressed iron, but that's fine. So there is a laser which will go, well, we'll sleep first, and then we'll run over to the space center and build that. And then there is in actually additions, and also in immersive engineering. I just like the look of the actually additions one more. Oh, the radiation level has gone down. Cool. So presumably we can offset radiation by just not going into space a lot, which is kind of handy. Make some iron plates. Oh, hello, compressed steel. Don't mind if I do. We'll do those. And compressed tin. Don't mind if I do. We'll do those. What about you? You got some compressed tin as well. So there's my dash. Get rid of some of those. We're going to make a laserer. And we want to make one of them, but for that we're going to need those. Yes, and then we need some titanium, and we only need one of those, so we'll just pop that one through very quickly, and that should give us a laser gun, which will be interesting. Now, I will be interesting to note if I can make. I cannot type for the toffee today. I don't know what's going on with me. Right, why are you not charging? You probably therefore need to go in not an electric compressor. Probably need to go into that. No, it charges wirelessly. Okay. I need something to shoot. Let me get some flight on and see if we can't work out how to make this work. I always struggle with these things. I don't know why. I mean, it should be simple enough. It's a laser gun. You should point it and shoot. Come on, show me something to shoot. Anybody down there? Hello? Oh yeah, I hear somebody. Not there though. Where are they? Hello? Oh. Ow. Does not want to fire. I don't know why. No, I can't figure out what this is not doing. That's annoying. Hello? No. No. Alright, so something is not playing nicely with the laser gun. I don't know what it is, but it ain't playing nicely. I need to have a look. Let's check our controls, shall we? Options, controls. I can't imagine it's got its own fire toggle, has it? JI, swap doors, blah blah blah, tool belt, refined storage, quark. Quark, 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 more quark, quarky, quark, quark, more overlays, journey map, iron backpacks, inventory, immersive railroading. We never actually did get into that, did we? Okay, sensor goggles, extra planets, open module powered with pre-launch checklist, extra alchemy, nothing. Really, absolutely nothing about a laser gun in there, is there? Intriguing. Alright, well, that's rubbish. Let's go and do something more interesting then instead. Let's make a drill, because drills are going to be fun. I'm going to have to stick with a bow, aren't I? If you have any ideas on the laser gun, do let me know. But as that stands, it's rubbish and not going to get used. So let's have a look at drills. So the drill itself is 3 diamond. Probably we can make some of this. We need to make you, and to make you we need to make you. So 1 2. The drill is those, so that's 1 2, and then we need to Enori crystal blocks 1 2 3, and that should be a drill, which is reasonable, and obviously charges, so you know we can use it as we want. However, there are a load of augments. So at the moment it's got this lot. First things first, you guessed it, we are not going anywhere with a drill that isn't purple. So that's the thing. Now, augments. So we've got drill mining augment 2, augment 5, that's that. Have I got it? Almost. What we're missing, one of those, which is one of those. Boom, and boom, and one of those. Now, how do we do that? Do we just combine it? No. Augments 5. There you go. That gives it something. I really 9 attack damage. Hang on. Still 9 attack damage. So, question. Do we need to apply these in order? Can we make a drill augment 3? Almost. We need an Enori crystal. Okay, fine. We'll go and empower some of that. Uses for that are on an empowerment. We're going to do... Shall we do a block? Makes more sense, doesn't it? And we'll do a couple just to make sure, and then the empowered block is done with snow, grey, button and cobble. Snow, grey dye, a bouton of that variety please, and cobble. Right, let's go and empower this thing, shall we? We'll put the Enori crystals in the top there. Boop. Snowballs. Oh, man. Die. Button. Cobble. Should take no time at all. Take a little bit longer doing a block than it will to do, you know, a hoofer, but there you go. I suppose I could always have a look at the actual editions manual as well. That would also be a thing. Look, while we're doing it, have we got in this thing? Have I got Space and Leo, caving condition, which should astral stat? Guess we'll get rid of that. I want to get rid of some of these old Mesa, Home, Alexandria. Let's get rid of that as well. I want to keep some of these for when we go up doing our exciting stuff in space thing. Whee! Empowered crystals. Right, and there we go, another one. Thank you very much. So I'm assuming that, well, no assumption about it, the drill will do the job of all three of these, so we can get rid of those, which is nice, I believe. Let's have a look. Drill. Bang. 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 Doesn't seem any faster. Right, where's my actual editions manual then? There we go. Let's have a look at the drill. I do read the book sometimes. Items that use CF. Drills work like uses CF per block. It can be charged and energized or upgraded by right clicking with your hand. There's some explanation. Mining upgrades enlarge the hole which the drill did. Oh. Placement upgrades after things. You should note that in fact the speeding need their previous tiers to be installed for them to work. Yes. So we do drill. Let's go. We need to make that one. And we need to make that one. And then with that involved, that's a 5x5 augment. Let's just take that out for a second. Because the one I'm thinking of is I probably want Fortune 1 and Fortune 2, which will basically eliminate a 3x3. But there's nothing to actually say we can't carry multiples. Wow, that is, yeah, that is swift. So if I want the Fortune upgrade, an empowered diamantine block. So, and the Fortune 2, hang on. I should have looked at the drill too while I was at it. An ender casing, which requires that. Okay, we're still not right. Block of that. That's good. We need to we'll do 2 diamantine blocks then. Diamond. Thank you. And uses for that to empower it is 2 clay, cyan, and okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Cyan dye. 1, 2. And it's probably night time, but we're a big tough individual. We can almost certainly deal with anything the world wants to throw at us. As long as it doesn't go fizz boom, then we'll be fine. That light blue, idiot. You're probably all screaming at me for that one, aren't you? You're going, it's light blue, not cyan. Yeah, it's easy mistake to make when you're looking and not reading. Right, light blue. Beep beep. And let's head back up and we'll pop that in, and that is much happier, and we can just sit up here now and shoot anything in the face that tries to come and kill us. I'll be back when they're cooked. Alright, drill augment 1, fortune 1 done, fortune 2, that needs that. We needed one of those, and that becomes, yeah, of course we haven't got any empowered redstone here, have we? Duh. Redstonia. Have I got no redstonia crystal? Hang on. The only problem with having all of these various tools is now I've got this thing that picks everything up that I throw on the ground. So if I do that and then convert that over into 1, 2 of those, uses for that is nether brick, redstone, red. Okay, hang on. Couple of nether brick, couple of brick. I can't spell. Brick. Red dye and redstone. I think that was what it was, wasn't it? Yeah. Let's go do that now. Yeah, same thing again. So back in a mo. And there's fortune 3. Now, if I wanted to go with, say, I'm not so bothered about the silk touch, but if I wanted that one, damn it, I need more diamantine. Diamantine is made by chucking diamonds in front of a the thingy. I can't spell. I really cannot spell today. A stack of those will be adequate. Because they're really not that expensive. So if I want to make the other drill augment, and I want to make a 3x3, which is, of course, as anybody who knows me would, I would refer to that as a hammer or augment, then we can go into, for example, we can have ourselves in this mode, which is going to be fortune mode, or we can take out one of the fortune upgrades and put a 3x3, which are you oh yeah, you're chiseled, okay. And of course we could also take out, I don't know whether you have to have the 5x5, you do, so we could take out both of the fortune upgrades and turn this into a 5x5 hammer. So what we probably want to do is keep those in here, along with that and that can come over there. The drill is coming with us, and you are going to go and be turned back on again. And finally I'm going to chuck those ender pearls in there because I don't really need them. The last thing I want is a shulker of some description. If we've got a one I can augment, let's take a white shulker and make you into a... No, I'm not going to go with copper hammer. That would be silly. No, I want to make you into an iron. Iron shulker, iron shulker. Bang. And then we're going to take you and make you into a gold shulker, because I just want a shulker that I can pile stuff into. And then we'll make you into a diamond shulker. That can be a loot bag box. We'll take that with us. Let's change into our new fandangled space armor. Do a quick sleep. Interesting. We'll have a quick sleep, and then we are going to head up. Wow. We don't need to sleep. Something is not liking that at all. And we are going to head back to the asteroids. So I will see you when we get up there. Let me check my air's fine. Let me go. That's Venus. I think that's the... No, Mars. Leo. Witch Hut. Olympus. Asteroids. See them. I'm going to head over, I think. I'll say see when I get there, but I just realised that we don't actually have to worry too much about it. But what we can do is, first things first, let's have this out as a 3x3 mode, because when we head out into the great beyond here and we try and tunnel into this asteroid and go, what's in it? Come on guys, are you going to come and... It makes a lot more sense to me to do it like this. And then we can just ram our way through the middle of the asteroid. And this really doesn't look like there's anything in it, does it? And of course, interesting. So we're not getting a recharge in this dimension. Right. That needs fixing. Oh no, it does. It just doesn't do it when it's on my hotbar. This asteroid's rubbish. Move on. Go and try and find another one. Like so. That one has got the... I can't remember. Was there anything in this one? Was this empty? We went right through it. It was empty. That one there, it's got the portal in it. I don't know. Did I go into the middle of it? I don't think I did actually. So we can always go and have a look in this one as well. Objective is to find some good stuff. So far, meh. So I'm going to go around some of these immediate asteroids around us and see what we can find. I'll be back in a mo. I've just tunneled into this asteroid and look what we found. We've got what looks like some kind of habitat. Alright, we're going to grab everything that's of value. We should also probably send a load of stuff back. Because, you know, display screens, I don't want to send them back. I want to keep... So, the reason I wanted a... I'm getting a whole load of crap here, aren't I? What are you? Buggy fueling pad. I think what we need to probably do is take that out for now. So this is... Bits of this are intact, obviously. Or a lot more of this is intact than... you would have expected. on one of the other structures, and I don't really think. What was that? We picked up a creeper head. Cool. Oh, hello. Fluid tanks, and these are not galactic crap, but we'll have them because, you know, it would be wrong not to, really, wouldn't it? Right, I'm going to get this, and we're going to get some of our loot put away. Buggy fueling pad, that, the screens, the wires, that. Creeper head I'm not worried about. I just want to get a feel for if I come in here and strip out a whole load of stuff, what will we actually come away with? What on earth is that? Sludgeling. Dead sludgeling. That one, wow. Hey, I saw that. Alright, we'll not play with sludgelings. In fact, we'll leave the sludgelings well enough alone. So that is another room like that one. We've got three NASA workbenches, which we will have. And I'll go and grab those other bits over there, and we should be done in here. So I'll back in a moment. So far, not a huge amount found. Just some illuminite, which of course is titanium. So we're heading down towards where we found the wreck, which is over here. But I also want to have a little look at some more of these, you know, rocks. For my God, look at that! That is a scary looking asteroid. Okay, let's just go in like we mean it, shall we? Radiation. Oh, there we go. More titanium. And of course, when we do it with this, we get shards and not the ores. So we also need to make sure that we mine those with Silk Touch, which I didn't bring. So I've been using my my pick thing, but that's another titanium. So stick herbs, J new, and B is bound to something else. Did this pack, so I definitely can't use it for this, but that's fine. It's not a problem. So carry on down the bit southerly, and there's no real clue as to which asteroids to go for. It's a real shame that there's no shading. Or now I know in real asteroids there are different types of asteroids, like the Carboniferous, and is it Carboniferous? I don't know. Calcium and other asteroids. There's a lot of unpleasantness in there. Glowstone aplenty. Meteoric iron, I can't see any. It'd be really, really nice if that meteoric iron was a lot easier to find. However, what we have got up here is a lot of very expensive components. And these, for example, didn't want that to happen. So the walkway is a walkway, and fluid gives you walkway with fluid pipe. But if we look at the crafting, that's titanium for 5 of those. So yeah, not cheap. We obviously need to, these walkways need to be in some way connected as well, which is odd. Just while we're at it, the tin block wall also uses some compressed tin. So once we've shot that fella, we can, all of this is valuable material. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of gathering. I'm going to hopefully survive. My radiation is going up. Don't run away, damn you. And if I can strip a lot of the materials from here, I will do so, and I'll be back in a mo. Well, it has to be said, as I'm slowly chewing away this thing is terrifying up here. I mean, look at it. Look at the creepers. The only thing going for us right now is the fact that they haven't spotted it. Well, there's many things going for us, because obviously we're not actually that weak. We're quite well armoured, we are reasonably tough, and we can probably kill everything on this platform in almost one shot, except for maybe the zombie, which is not that big a deal. But still, that was a lot of creepers. I wouldn't have liked to try that if I was any less adept of handling it. So yeah, I've kind of made a decision. I'm not taking the walls, I'm not taking the stairs, just taking blocks. Anything that can be processed back into raw materials really will be handy. So we're going to take out most of this lot, like so. There was a chance there was a few. Oh, hello. Have I filled up? I have. Okay, that was a mistake. It doesn't matter. It didn't cost us anything after all. But yeah, keep my eye on that one. Radiation levels going up, probably about 30% or so now. So that's another thing we have to be concerned about. But it appears that it goes down with over time, so I'm not too worried. I can just not come up to the asteroid belt. What I would really like though is this mythical meteoric iron thing, because you know. Oh, I really probably should get rid of you as well. I don't want slabs. Don't want that. Got a goodly selection of, hello, how are you doing up there? Arc lamps from the thing, so that was nice. And yeah, these are well worth looting. And by looting I mean my usual let's take absolutely everything there is to take technique. Because why wouldn't you? Now, what part of one of the things I want to do, the everything there is to take technique, is hang on, we're probably full on something again here. Yeah, let's get rid of that. I notice things dropping. Right, we probably need just to come up here briefly and hi. How are these guys got these personal force fields or something? Is that why they're not getting radiation damage? Seems dreadfully unfair to me that I'm sat there in a spacesuit and these guys have got a helmet on and they're not taking radiation damage. That seems dreadfully unfair. But, well, who am I to argue, eh? Well, I mean, exactly, I know who exactly I am to argue, but to the point, in here is something we really do want to get. Hello. Come back here. Right, how many? How many more unfriendlies have we got on this floor? I don't think there's that many. I think they're all on the next floor up. This stuff is valuable because this is airlock frame and it's expensive. It uses a lot of meteoric iron. That's an airlock controller and that's frame, and then we can run down the middle. I'm not too bothered about. I may take these blocks are mainly stowed with a tiny little bit of aluminium, so I'm not going to get to it. I suppose we should. I could soon up myself to a 3x3 again, and or even a 5x5, and then really wreck this joint. But more importantly, they're expensive. Oh, that was a control. Oh, hello. Why would you put control? You see, they're not forming because that bit there didn't have the relevant sections underneath it. Alright, anyway, I'm going to continue stripping this down, and I shall be back in a mo. And well, now it's hard to believe there was ever anything here, apart from a few tracers, you know, potions and blocks, which we don't really want. I've got it all. I have quite literally taken it all. So yeah, that is a thing right there. Now I'm just having a look at my map. So we've got stuff going on down here. I'm just going to head that way a little bit and try another asteroid. One more asteroid for luck. I'm going to try this one, because we're going to have to clear those two faces first, and then we can just come, that looks about middle-ish. Let's see what we find in the middle of this. Go through it. Oh, hello, what are you? Aluminium. Well, that's handy. J, new, aluminium in a nice kind of grey colour. Alright, I'm feeling lucky. Let's try another one. No, that one. That looks like the same one that's basically joined in. So let's they've kind of, well, collided, that's the word I'm looking for. They've merged and collided. So somewhere along the line, one of these bloody asteroids, and I don't think this is it, must have meteoric iron in it somewhere. Just where? Right. One more, and then we're going to call that quits, I think. We're out of juice. Doesn't matter, we can send all of that lot back anyway. Oh, might as well send that back. Oh, and those levers back there, not going to do me a great deal of good here either. I don't think, unless there's a trick to this, I think I'm missing them. See, I'm not sure whether it's these dark ones that are the better asteroids, or whether I've just been kind of seeing it that way. Because there is, you know as well as I do, there's a tendency to notice trends where there are no trends. You know, such as the great myth, the greatest Minecraft myth in the world is that there will be a diamond behind the last block you leave, always. Of course, it's never the case. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find them in here. Right, so we've got a whole load more moon, asteroid rock even. Not really seeing anything that screams at me. I'm just going to kind of fly. I was going to teleport back, but you know, well, I'm going to spend a while out of space. Well, certainly out of the asteroid belts. We don't desperately need the meteoric rock in the first instance right away, but you know, it would be nice to get an asteroid with it in. And yeah, I don't know if these, I mean, I love how that must have taken a fair bit of coding to actually have that these all in their nice static orbit, and you know, then you've got that going on over there, you know, this lot going on around here. I really ought to eat as well. That is the thing we've just, that's the first thing we stripped out. And I didn't bother stripping it down because it's moon rock, I think. Or if it is that, it's really not. Is that the first one we did? I don't know whether that is the first thing we did actually. No, this is, oh wow, okay, yeah. This was an earlier one that we looked at, but we didn't bother with. That's to take. Alright, yeah. It's alright, I'm getting confused. Easily done. That's the one I stripped. Because it's got a few holes in it. Yeah, I tell what Sid was here. Holes Tour 2019. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to head back. We're going to see what we got and just have a feel for just how profitable or not stripping one of those moon dungeons actually is. But first things first, let's go home. There. Why am I not there? Go. And just as soon as we've set off, we're back. Now, it would be useful to me, the one thing that I think would be really useful would be having the radiation information, the dose, so to speak, that we've taken, because I'm not 100% convinced. Tell you what, let's turn that off. In fact, no, let's turn that off. So it is night time. So let's just see what happens if I sleep. You're now subject to 6% radiation. Okay, your radiation has been reduced. Your current radiation level is 41. So my guess is if I sleep regular, that should be going back up steadily. It is. Yeah, if I sleep regularly, then we'll be good. So, what do I want to do? That is an exporter, and that is pushing into that box there. What I would like is, I'm going to make another uncrafting grinder. They're relatively cheap anyway, I think. Uncrafting grinder, say relatively cheap. 2 furnaces, 1 and a 2. A dropper, obsidian, and that. There you go. Got it, yeah. And I'm going to pop you there. So you got juice. You require redstone. Is always on. That's fine. And that. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Let me come back and say, you are running. And I've got a whole load of stuff. So first things first, airlock frame. I've got a stack and a half of airlock frame and 9 airlock controllers. Recipe for airlock frame is compressed steel, compressed aluminium, and oxygen concentrators makes 4. So if I take 64, that's going to give me, and then take 1 off. Those should give me a whole load of stuff. That is definitely working okay. So we'll come back to that in a moment. I'm going to go through all of the items in this. So for example, the recipe for that is compressed titanium plates. The recipe for those is tin plates and cobble. Dash is dash, that's simple enough. Recipe for these is steel and batteries. Telemetry units have got all sorts of stuff in. Display screens, all sorts of stuff in. And it's all pretty expensive stuff. So if we get a feel for the ultimately how much this lot would have cost. Take a picture of that in your mind. Oh, what's the recipe for vacuum glass? Clear. And we should have somewhere this as well, vacuum glass strong, which uses stuff. Recipe for those uses heavy duty plates, so again we can strip those. The only thing I think I won't strip is that, and I may keep one at what I'm going to keep 3 of those. Mental picture of that, and we'll see what we got after we've uncrafted it all. Alright, well, courtesy some AFKing, we're on the last bit of deconstruction here. I don't think we're going to have enough there to make... I don't think that will work. I think that will fail because it's not a full item. Yeah. It's 5 to 4, isn't it? I think so. We'll do that. I've kept some of these because I figure that they're actually going to be useful. We won't need a huge amount of compressed titanium plates. I mean, obviously we use them for things like walkways with fluid pipes, walkways with wire, titanium sword, and stuff, which we'll not be making. We use it for a short range telepad, which might be interesting. I don't know. Uses blah blah blah. Used to travel the short distances, 250 blocks when linked to other telepads. So it could be useful. There is a advanced battery, which we've got. The laser gun, which turns out to be rubbish. Tier 2 rocket pad, which we're definitely going to need because that uses titanium ingots and compressed titanium. Energy beam receiver. Okay, something to do with thing. Energy beam reflector. Heavy rocket fins. Yeah, so it gets used for some stuff, but not a vast amount. However, we did get a hell of a lot of tin back. We did also get a whole lot of smooth stone, but that's gone straight into the system. I wasn't keeping that. I didn't take these apart because the recipe for those is these. These really don't stack unless I pull them out of the deconstructor correctly. They don't, so yeah. And again, the uses for these are mainly arc lamps, which we can always deconstruct them later, and jetpacks. There's a few other bits and pieces. Space gear controller. No idea. Oxygen controller, gravity controller, also no idea. Doesn't really tell me what it does. And an advanced battery, as we've already seen. So that is not bad for tearing apart one of those things and getting a little bit of a radiation dose, which, speaking of which, I should go and have another sleep. I keep on, obviously I've not slept during the AFK sessions, but sleep clears 5% of radiation. So, although I had 37% radiation before, which is odd. Anyway, doesn't matter. That is our loot from the expedition. We shall use that as a screenshot. I've been just looking at options of things to do next. Now, I think, because we go back to our to-do list, we've done all of the XP farm. It's kind of done because these, you know, the Guardian farm works. We haven't automated paper. We haven't finished the portal area, although that's getting very close. We haven't finished the Avery. I have no idea whether that's spelt right. Who cares? Obviously, the potion seller stocking is just something I carry on with. Crafting CPU. That's something to do at some point. Gunpowder farm, map room. The map room is what I actually want to do. Let me just explain this. So we've gone around all of these things and worked out what's in them. Now, if we were to represent each of these as a block, so for say from here down to here, we'd have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, it's about 32. So in theory, if I were to have a 2 chunk by 2 chunk room, we could represent each one of these by a, well, either a block that represents its colour, or it's things, and we can move the results of the surveys and put them on that block. That's the thought. I'm not entirely sure where we'd centre it, what we'd do it on, but you know, we'll work that one out. So that's just a thought, and one of the thoughts is to put it actually in the space station as well. So we've actually, as if we're looking from orbit down at a projection of the area. It's a thought. Power gen final, we've kind of done that. I don't think we're not running out of power thing. A freaking laser we've done. We've gone to the asteroids. Venus I'm going to class as not done, because we've kind of been there but died. The one I think I might try and work on next time is a gunpowder farm, because we really don't have a huge amount of gunpowder. Well, he says, but that's actually not a huge amount. And if we want rockets, then we obviously need gunpowder. And so I'm thinking that what we may do is go out into the ocean over here somewhere and build a creeper farm. Yeah, that's about it really. Creeper farm in the ocean, let's get that done, and we'll use a few modded items to help us along with it. I've got a few ideas along those lines, but yeah, until then, thank you very much for watching, guys, and bye for now.